My name is Gyadua Boadu. I'm an internal medicine specialist in the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital in Cape Coast, Ghana. I was fortunate to receive a scholarship from the Merck Foundation under the Capacity Advancement Program to pursue a postgraduate diploma in rheumatology and subsequently an MSc as well. I actually thought in medical school that I was going to be a cardiologist. In fact, by the time I was in final year, I had earned the nickname budding cardiologist from one of my consultants. But it wasn't until my training in internal medicine that I began to develop an interest in rheumatology. It broke my heart to see young women, promising women with severe presentations of diseases like SLE, rheumatoid arthritis, systemic sclerosis, and the impact on their lives physically, financially, socially, emotionally. It was so great, and that really touched me. That was when I began to think about doing rheumatology. You see, in Ghana, there are only 2 adult rheumatologists in all of the country, whereas now there are about 20 cardiologists and about 10 more in training. And so I began to think that if I wanted to make an impact as a doctor, I probably would make more impact as a rheumatologist than the cardiology that I set out to do initially. And that was when I switched. So in my place of work in Cape Coast where I practice, there's no rheumatologist, right? But when I started this program, my postgraduate diploma, I began to see rheumatology patients, inpatients, and then also consulting for the OPD as well. I could not start an OPD on my own because of logistic problems, but I became the focal point in the hospital. Everybody would call me whenever they suspected that they had a patient who had a rheumatic condition. And it was exciting. And aside that, it was also so fulfilling to see that these young women that I felt so deeply for, now I could manage them. And I saw some of them go back to school after a long stay and a long battle in hospital. Also, I began to teach medical students, and then I saw that they began to appreciate rheumatology more, and I hoped that with all that I was doing, I was inspiring some of them to become rheumatologists as well. Currently, I'm pursuing a fellowship in rheumatology because that's what I have to do clinically in my country, in Korle Bu Teaching Hospital now. But I'm dreaming of going back to Cape Coast where I would start full rheumatology inpatient and outpatient services. My dream is to make rheumatology care available and accessible, not especially financially, to my patients, and to make a big difference that way. And so, well, I know that I need partners to be able to do this, and I'm glad that I have found Merck Foundation as a partner, and I believe there's so much more that we can achieve together. So thank you, Dr. Rasha and Merck Foundation, for the great opportunity you have given me.